A few days ago, Screen Rant released this article. Manga has always been political. Western readers just never realized it. And I've found this funny because no one's ever debated that it's not political. It's more so the difference between the way the politics are used in Japan and over here in the West. Because over here in the West, it's not really trying to be a part of the story for it to actually make the story better. It's there to push the author or creator's own personal politics and try to sway people. It's not used to make a story better, which is what these stories do, like Akira, for example. As you can see in the middle there. Is Akira political? Yes. However, it's done so to make the story better. That's kind of a quick rundown of what I said in my previous video on this. Over on Twitter, their little post has been getting absolutely destroyed. I covered this the other day, like this guy saying, let's not even talk about old manga. Let's do an easy one. Naruto. Even the most casual fan knows that one. That anime is drenched in the politics between the different ninja continents. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about ninja politics. It's done to make the story better. Just because there's politics in it doesn't mean that it's like some kind of political agenda. That's what people are sick about. So you actually have people in Japan responding to this now, and I thought this one was quite funny. Oliver Gia says, no. Most are fully aware that manga touches politics. The difference is that unlike most of modern Western media, manga typically doesn't try to shove blatant propaganda down readers' throats or shame them as bad people if they don't share the author's opinion.
Thank you!
And he nails it right there, by the way. That's exactly it. So it goes on to say, some people just can't wrap their minds around the fact that Japanese people approach political subjects differently than Westerners. There are no U.S.-style culture wars over here, and the country is better off for it. Politics simply don't infiltrate every aspect of media. There is certainly Japanese media which tackles political and social themes. You wouldn't have Metal Gear games or the Ghibli films if that wasn't true. But compare how they convey their messages compared to Western media, and you'll understand why more Westerners are jumping ship. Absolutely nails it right there. Absolutely nails it. And it's true. They do it better in Japan because when they decide to incorporate political and social themes, it's better for the story. It's done to make a better story. Whereas over here, they're trying to tell you you're a bigot or you're trash for not voting a certain way or you need to do this or that. Like it's the message, it comes before the story. In Japan, the story comes before the message. And that's the difference between the storytellers over there and the storytellers over here. Now, things are a little bit better this year, thanks to a couple of big blockbuster movies. But it's going to take some time before things change. But when it comes to comics versus manga, like comics to me are just about almost lost. There's a handful of books that are okay, but for the most part, the comic book industry has so much rot in it that I don't know if it can recover. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But check this out. There's a couple of really funny memes in here like this one. Everything is political, says the person who can't differentiate between these two. And I find this to be pretty accurate. And this is what they're saying right here, right? There's a big difference between those two. A lot of people coming in and backing them up, but this only helped ratio Screen Rant even more because people have been tearing this up. I even had an author or a Screen Rant writer come in to one of my comments and start talking about all of these good books. And it's like, most of them are shit. Like King in Black was pretty boring to me. Like I'd rather read something else. I didn't really think that series was all that great, to be honest. Now, one recommendation was Last Ronin, which is a great book, actually. That's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, basically old man Michelangelo series, which is really awesome. But books like those are far and few in between. And, the funny thing about comic book writers and artists is even if the books are good, if you go and look at their social media, most of the time you might be blocked by them or they're parroting mainstream takes and super political, and they'll straight up tell you they don't want you as a fan. And it's kind of just bad business. You'll never see a Japanese creator saying that ever. And if if you can prove me wrong, let me know. Maybe I can put some kind of bet up on that. It's highly unlikely. You never hear about it. But over here in the West, it's like I've always said, it's not, am I good enough for you to be a fan? It's, are you good enough to be my fan? And that's just the wrong mindset. And it's a big problem in the comic book industry. It really is. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.